mind, I live in Idaho. Hello. Welcome, Dino. You are, in fact, number one. Going pretty good. Can't complain. Might be a little bit stressful at work at the moment, but we'll survive. Nothing that planning and preparation can't help with, at the very least. Playing Slime Rancher 2. The downside about me switching my microphones is you guys can't hear the epic snap, crackle, and pops that I occasionally get to showcase on the stream. And what do you do in Slime Rancher 2? It kind of sounds like the classic, I graduated my coding class and really wanted to make a game, and it's kind of okay, so let's put it on the App Store, is what that's giving right now. You know, Dino, I don't think I ever would have put that together. But more detail would be appreciated. What is the nature of the ranching? Are you leveling them up? Are they growing in size? Like, how are you doing the ranching? Welcome back, Scarpy. You catch them, put them in a pen, and then you have to feed them and sell their poop. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Like, I mean, I can't judge. I used to play the crap out of some Farmville. You forgot the stream yesterday? It was a banger of a stream, not gonna lie. popping off. We had like 30 some odd likes on it. We were doing good. We had like a +6 subscribers. How long this went by? Well, last night was like 2.5 hours. But we're probably somewhere in the realm of like 83-ish hours for the entirety of the stream. Like the whole run. Hey, Jonathan, welcome. You know what I didn't do last night? I didn't get myself sweet scent. That's what I didn't do. I got off stream last night and crawled in bed. For that, the chair gets an encounter. When is my next stream? Hypothetically, it's tomorrow. At the same time. What do you mean, how many days so far? I don't even know, man. A lot. Easily the entirety of March. So we're probably on like 45 days. Doing well, Ryland. How you doing? Hey, Roxy, welcome back. Doing good. Just made dinner for your family. Well, that's kind of fun, I think. And you caught a shiny Ghastly while trying to save Mr. Fuji in the Pokemon Tower. Solid. Hey, Ban Slam, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the luck. Really, what should I do? I don't know what that means, Scarpy. It was chef's pie, cornbread, and chocolate chip banana bread. Whew, that sounds okay. Space flight simulator. I'll use this as an opportunity to evolve my Pokemon. At least one of them. We'll go with my Haunter. How about that? I can't say that I do, Dino. Mished potatoes. How you doing? It's been a few little whiles. How's the funds for the new PC going? Pretty good. I think we're up to like $117. As soon as YouTube actually does a payout, since it's split among both channels, but yeah. You wanna something fun? So do something fun. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're trucking along. Exactly 8:01 p.m. for me. Mashed potatoes. You should shiny hunt and fire red. Wow, my computer just said, you know what would be fun is if we made everything run really slow. You're in Australia, so the time is 12:02 on... Oh, that's disgusting. 18:04. Sorry. Seeing day month is like crazy to me. You learned you can trade from Delta to your DS? Oh, nice. What's Delta? Yeah, month, day, year. Instead of the 17th of April, it's April 17th. The testing grounds, welcome to the stream. Emulator, okay. Your way makes more sense. Day is the smallest, so it gets first, but nobody cares about the day. No, I get it. I don't think that it makes more sense by any means, but I get why you would do day, month, year. But maybe just with how we answer questions, with our vernacular and whatnot, we do it this way because it makes more sense to us as far as for example, this is a terrible example, I'll admit, but like, when is Independence Day? Oh, that's in July. What day in July? July 4th. Whereas, when is Independence Day? It's the 4th. The 4th of what? Oh, the 4th of July. Like, I feel like you'll answer more questions with the month first than the day first. Because I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Hey, Devin, welcome. It has been a few days. While you were gone, we got the Sludge Bomb Trainer channel monetized. Well, not monetized, but we got it so that we could do memberships at the very least, so that's fun. But a lot of the way we speak, I guess, is more emphasis on the month than it is on the actual day. Hey, G.I. Joe, welcome. When I got the Abra from the Game Corner, did I have a bunch of extra Abras from buying them prior to checking to see if they were shiny? Yeah, I got a crap ton of Abras, actually. Yeah, it is pretty cool, Devin. We got, like, cool custom emojis over here now. I have 82 Abras. No new shinies at this time. Oh, I definitely have too many. All right, we were gonna try repel in conjunction with, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. Yeah, that won't work very well. Well, I just don't think that there's going to be a time-efficient way to do it, Jonathan. Even if it does work, I would want my Venusaur in the front of my party because then it's easier and faster to get to. But if I do that, then I won't have the level thing going on for cleansed or for the repel. My screen is kind of shaking. Yeah, that's my computer dropping frames. Don't mind Don't mind him. This is why we have the new PC fund. Is my computer needs a hefty, hearty upgrade. Because I run a lot of programs to do the stream, to merge the chat, to count the time, to count the encounters, to play the music, to run the stream. My computer is a little overworked. Hey, Devin, you have a great day. Okay, hopefully this was worth my leech seed that I got rid of. Hey, by Swayze, it is faster. Guillermo, welcome back. We enabled memberships in your absence. I think the reason why I had a hard time going with the sweet scent method was it kind of feels like cheating to have offloaded my Venusaur to the other game to remember the move. Just checking in before bed. You got an early bed, Swayze. At least today, anyways. Can I, like, swap the order of those somehow? Yes, I can, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually doing the RNG manipulation is so much work in this game. But fact of the matter is, just the random number generation for the shiny is pretty brutal in this game. Yeah, if this was Pokemon Emerald, I would absolutely be RNG manipulating right now. So hard. Yeah, Gen 2 to 5 is pretty difficult to shiny hunt in. Oh, wouldn't that be nice, Jonathan? Just use Sweet Scent. Boom. Button. We need macros enabled is what we need. You're having a harsh time trying to catch a shiny Honedge there, Guillermo? You keep finding shiny Ghastly. Yeah, that'll do it. The irony. I love the pun. Jonathan's pun game is on point. have 4 now. Well, hey, you have enough for the whole evolutionary line and then some. Ooh, that felt great. You guess? You don't use Ghastly? This is the universe telling you that you should, I think. What's my top 3 favorite pseudo legends? I'm gonna be honest, I don't have what's a pseudo and what's not like memorized off the cuff. But probably Dragonite, Metagross, and Salamence. You reject this universe. So do a lot of people, but yet here we are. Unless we're not here. Who's to say, really? Also, welcome, Spencer. I saw you in there. It got lost a little bit with the, you know, very many people we have chatting. But welcome to the stream. Is it weird that you're eating dinner at 10:24 at night? Absolutely not. I frequently have dinner past midnight. You know, it's whatever. Food's food. Honedge is actually a pretty weird, wild Pokemon. But like, why do I hate Vanillish so much, but I'm okay with Honedge? That is a question I do need to answer for myself at some point. I think it's because Honedge and Swords are awesome, and Vanillish is a freaking ice cream cone. Hydreigon, Metagross, Garchomp. Nice. Also, for those that don't know, 90% of the time, Garchomp will be pronounced Garchomo on this channel. Be prepared for that. If that offends you in any way, I do not apologize. It's a whole thing. Garchomo is what it's known as. Welcome, Starkiller. You normally have dinner at 5? That's, you know, different, but not bad. You know, Jonathan, I'm not quite sure how it started, but it's been a thing since like the Legend Arceus days. It could have been Scarlet and Violet, but I'm pretty sure since Legends Arceus, we've been calling it Garchomo. I think I just mispronounced it one day, like... Oh! I know what it was. I was typing on my phone to send a message, and my phone auto-corrected or something like that. And it auto-corrected to Garchomo. Or maybe it wasn't my phone that was having the issues. I think on the keypad... Yeah, O and P are right next to each other. So instead of writing Garchomp, I hit O instead of P. That's what it was. And it's been Garchomo ever since. Doublade haters are almost non-existent. It is hard to hate Doublade. What are you pronouncing, Guillermo? Oh, gotcha. Wait, do I? Oh, okay. Sycamore instead of Sycamore. Or maybe that last one was supposed to be Sycamore. Oh, back when the professors made sense. I'm still really salty about that, by the way. So, out of curiosity, Guillermo, why? Encounter rate is much high now. That's how you read it and you refuse to pronounce it right? I mean, that's fair. I respect that. Just as long as you don't go calling the tree that, we're okay. I wish, you know what? I'm just gonna move up here so I stop hitting that. Nah, just a professor. Fair. I can respect that. I'm really salty that they deviated from naming the professors after trees. It used to be that the professors were all named after hardwood trees, and the assistant professors, or the spin-off professors, were named after vines and plants. Kukui is like so close to qualifying, like that he basically does. But Jacques, I don't think... Oh, I think he might. They just made it really a lot harder to nail it down and be like, concretely, yes, this is a thing. Kind of like how the Firestarter used to vaguely follow the Zodiac. And then they was like, you know what, Gen 9, screw tradition. Even though Gen 2 technically Cyndaquil's not a rat. You would be annoyed if they named a professor Yggdrasil. Imagine trying to pronounce that. Because oak, birch, elm, not in that order, rowan, juniper, sycamore. Kukui is a hard tree, but it's not exactly named like a kukui tree, but that's like a nickname for the tree. So like it kind of counts. And then Magnolia, I think, is one that's another one that's kind of harder. And then there is no like Jacques tree or whatever, I think is what it is. And like Jacques is a tree, but it's more like it's very convoluted of how it gets there. Have I never played Gen 6? That's what we're talking about. Gen 6 professor's name is Sycamore. But Gen 9 is Professor Jacques, and he's the actual Pokemon professor. Just so we're all clear, it is not Toro or Sada. The actual professor is Jacques. He's the one that made the Pokedex. He is the researcher behind Pokemon and biomes and evolution and all that in that game. Just so everybody's clear on that, because not everybody realizes that it did not end in Gen 9. It just became really, really convoluted. For example, Jacques, I'm going to slaughter the pronunciation of this. Pithelobium Saman Jacques Monkeypod. It's a fast-growing tree that has been introduced in many tropical countries throughout the world, from its native habitats in Central America and northern South America. DuckTales, or Tails. Yes, I did get the Abra. And while you were gone, you're probably on the Brascoin channel anyways, but we enabled memberships on Sludge Bomb Trainer, so we're cooking with gas there, and we're on our way to 1,000 so that YouTube will pay the channel ad revenue for when I actually put out a video once in a blue moon. I just think it's sad that they went so convoluted, because there's so many more hardwood trees that they could name things off of. For example, maple, walnut, hickory, beech, cherry, ash, mahogany, teak, Spider-Man on Marvel Rivals is the hardest character. Well, Spider-Man is pretty awesome, so like, what do we expect? Wasn't there a professor named Maple? It might be a spin-off, or more of a side story, kind of like the professor of the Orange Islands is Professor Ivy. Andre, welcome. Then again, you just started. Spider-Man's pretty dope. I'm doing well, Andre. How about you? I appreciate the 3 Spider-Mans basically equally. What do you mean you're on the other one now? And now you're here? Are you just swiping up? You watched a Hulk movie? A Hulk versus movie earlier. Hulk versus what? Well, it's time for my stream fab update, apparently. Hey, thanks, Guillermo. You have a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Pretty close to the like goal. Indeed we are. It is a 2-in-1 like Hulk versus Wolverine and Hulk versus Thor. Ah. Okay, so serious question. Thor Ragnarok. Who really was about to win that fight before they got stopped? So in the movie Thor Ragnarok, yeah, in Thor Ragnarok, Thor fights the Hulk, and the Grand Master stops the fight. It can go either way, kinda. I think Thor would have won. But it is interesting that in his awakened lightning mode, the neck shocker thing still took him out. One RNG manip for a perfect stat shiny Dratini. Not for this, not likely. Well, I could determine my seed without turning the console off, so possibly. But a perfect stat, that's a tall order. It'll probably be a few hour wait. Most definitely. You've seen some go up to 40? Oh yeah, for sure. Just a teeny tiny little device. I keep forgetting that I'm doing sweet scent now. Ryland dropping the new light goal. Let's get that pinned here. Okay, there it is. Why can't I pin it? What the heck? There it is. That took me way longer than it should have. Oh, I wish I had a walking wake in Violet and Scarlet. What I really want them to do is make it so that you can encounter them at any time in raid dens. Like Sunset, Scarlet and Violet. There's no reason why those should be an event only when the other 4 can be obtained just out in the wild. I have no idea, Andre, and I didn't even know that Disney owned Power Rangers, if that's what you mean by Disney era. You didn't know that until years later? G.I. Joe, it's possible that around Gen 10 launching, we might get a permanent rotation for Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. I know they've done some similar things in Sword and Shield. And I really need it too. Because the one I do have has my Brass Coin Trainer name on it, and I need a Sludge Bomb one. If I had 3 wishes, what would they be? Oh, that's a good question. Depends. Who's granting the wishes? Jirachi? I don't know. I think my first wish would have to be to have my next 2 wishes granted exactly the way I mean them, not how the genie interprets them. Hey, thanks, Hayden. Thanks for popping in, taking some time to say what's up. Good luck with life and whatever has you busy. Hopefully, all good things. Vague wishes. What, Dino? I mean, if I wished for like $1 million, right? Then the genie could fulfill that in any way that they saw fit, including and up to putting me in a middle of a bank robbery scenario with $1 million in my hand. Not a good time. Oh, yeah. I understand. Once I break it apart, yeah. A big word for nuke. That is not a big word for a nuke. That would be intercontinental ballistic missile. Anyways. You should probably already know the answer, but is Nidoking Poison Ground type in the OG red and blue games? Yes. Yes, it is. You do agree with me on that, Genie? Because if you are not specific, he can really mess it up. Exactly. So perhaps the first wish should be used to ensure cooperation. And the second wish to get what it was that you're asking for. For example, for the first wish, I would wish to enter into an unbreakable contract, where with my second wish, the genie grants me exactly what I ask for with no negative drawbacks and unintended consequences in my mind, in exchange for using my third wish to set them free. With a penalty for, breaking the contract on both sides. That way you're not asking for more wishes, but they willingly enter into a contract for your wish. And then they get freed at the end, so they're inclined to give you what you asked for. Because then you're bound to give them what you promised. It is a pretty stellar idea. Everybody likes when everybody wins, right? Would you want to know what yours would be? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. But my actual wish would be probably for like $5 million. Reasonable, but not like opulent. Like, I'll have to try to get rid of it all. I could get rid of it all, but I would have to, try. But more to the point, I could grow it and have something still to do for work. I wouldn't have to work. I could do my own thing. I could be a full-time streamer at that point. Just play games and invest and see what I can grow that into. Which game it is? Leaf Green. On the Switch 2. Are you a morning person, AM? Your first wish would be that the government all around the world would actually work for the people like they should be, making accountable. Okay. And billionaires pay taxes. Nice. Not opposite to that, but trying to be. I am a night owl myself. I do not like mornings. Not even a little bit. I hit my second wind at about 9:30 at night, and I'm like, I'm up till 3. Could be. I can, like, I go to sleep when I hit the pillow, so that's not a problem. But, like, if I stay up past 9, I can stay up past 3 and be like, okay, cool. It's going well, Koala. How about you? The weather was beautiful. Dude, where are you at? Because I want to be there. It snowed yesterday and was miserable today. Canada, surprisingly. You live in Ontario. Nice. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but 17 degrees Celsius sounds kind of nice. 70 degrees. Nice. 62.6 degrees freedom. I love it, Koala. That's great. That's really funny because somebody else earlier in the stream was saying that they're down in Australia and giving us the date of 18/4/26. And I'm like, what even is that? Like, I knew what it was, but it's just so, it's different. Have your ugly doll grant you unlimited wishes. So you're not wishing for the genie to give you unlimited wishes, you're wishing for another item to have the power to grant you unlimited wishes. It's a good plan. Welcome, Yol. Yol Rubino. You would have them do good for you. That's a good plan. Yow? You'll probably be back. We'll see you when you get back, Dino. Oop, that's summary screen. Ha 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 ha. Oops. Your evolutions became champions. Now you're doing a rodent playthrough. I wouldn't bother with the gift Squovit. McLarana. When will I get the shiny Ghastly? When it shows up on the screen. It's about as good a guess as any. Really. I'm kind of feeling like sometime around 12K. You're going to ask me a very stupid question that you're 99% sure you know the answer to already. But is there some weird setting I have to turn on to get shinies? Or did you miss something? Yeah, you actually have to go into... you're on Gen 3, right? You go into the menu and go down into options. And then you got to make sure that battle scene is off and that frame is in fact type 1. You are talking for like fire, red, leaf, green, right? Yeah, there's nothing special to turn on. It's just turn on the game and hope for the best. I'm gonna crash. Is there a glitch to guarantee a shiny Pokemon? Absolutely there is. Several of them. Arbitrary code execution will give you a shiny really easily. Dino's back. Back again. Because arbitrary code execution, while guaranteeing you a shiny, doesn't guarantee you a legal shiny. Meaning that, sure, the Pokemon's going to be shiny, but the game knows that it's not supposed to be. So when it goes into home, Pokemon Home can flag it and be like, hey, ain't no way you caught a shiny Ghastly in the Pokemon Center in Lavender Town. You gotta be in Pokemon Tower for that. So the game knows. That and, like, I know. I would know. And it's just not as fun. You're going to get flying the go over to the Isle of Armor rodents. Respect. There's some good rodents over there. I don't know. But I do love the Isle of Armor. Such a vibe over there. You're going to wear these 4 buttons out on your Switch 2 before you even get a shiny starter? Very likely. Oh my gosh, it's Jay Reynolds. Shiny Haunter is in fact going to get some screen time. Jay, how the heck have you been? And more importantly, where have you been? Also, I see that you're on the Brass Coin channel. But ChatGPT said RNG manipulation is considered illegal Pokemon. Oh yeah, for sure, but that's not a glitch. We're talking glitches as your previous conversation point. With the ACE method, that is a glitch. RNG manipulation is not a glitch. It is using mathematics to calculate the frame and a timer to hit said frame. That's completely legal, 100% legitimate, within the realms of natural gameplay. Because everything that you do will be outside of the game to force the shiny. And it isn't even really forcing the shiny so much as it is the game will give you willingly the shiny on a certain frame. You're just using mathematics to figure out what frame that is and to land on it. But yes, I could use RNG manipulation to get shinies, but like, I just don't want to put the time into figuring out how to do it. But I would rather put the time into grinding, I guess. Been doing good, keeping busy, and sleeping too much. Feel that. It's not hard to learn, like, especially for Pokemon Emerald. Like, I had several streams where I was just derping around with Pokemon Emerald. I got shiny Deoxys in 2 encounters because of RNG manipulation. I got, like, shiny Groudon in 1. Like, because the seed is going to be the same every time. So, like, the thing about RNG manipulation is there's a seed. That's a formula that determines what frames are going to be shiny. So you turn on your game, it's going to generate a seed with a series of shiny frames. Those could be 1, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, so on and so forth. You turn it off and turn it back on again, it reloads a seed, which has a different frame calculation. So that could be 6, it could be 12, it could be 12,000 or 120,000, whatever. RNG manipulation works because you catch a Pokemon, you get the IVs, you figure out what frame you're on, and then from there you can put it into some programs on the computer that will spit out when your next shiny frame is. But it's a lot harder with like Leaf Green and Fire Red because every time you turn it off and on, that seed changes. And then you have to go through the process of figuring out what your seed is again. And hoping that all the while you're able to keep track of how much time has passed. With Pokemon Emerald, the seed is the same every time you turn it off and on. So you don't have to do the calculation. You will have a shiny frame on the same frame. Say 3,512. Every single time you turn that console off and on, it's going to be 3,512. So it's really easy to pinpoint where that frame's going to be over time. Oh, it is so much harder. And that's why I haven't messed around with doing it. Like, could I figure it out? Yes. Do I want to? No. We are, in fact, shiny hunting the ghosties, Vaporeon guy. Also, while you've been gone, we enabled custom emojis and memberships on the channel. Finally, in our pushing our way to 1,000 to make YouTube pay us to stream. It's going to be great. That is a good question, Andre. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you the name of a clown. Much less their homicidal tendencies. How do I use custom emotes? Is it only on Twitch? No, it's on YouTube. So it's a YouTube membership feature. So if you have a YouTube membership with the channel, you can use custom emotes. Such as, let me do this. We only have a few so far. These are what we got so far. Yeah. So it's more like we unlocked the ability for people to do so. But once a month, I get to give away 10 memberships that are randomly distributed out through the channel. So maybe one time you'll get one. Just a little fun. You know what, Andre? That actually makes sense. I am on Twitch, though. Sick slowpoke biting thing. A cloister? Or shelter? What? Well, we finally hit 2222. The shelter on the Slowbow's tail is a scrap Pokemon called Taban. Oh, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I wonder what would happen if it let go of Slowbro's tail. Do they devolve, or do they just continue as a bigger Slowpoke? Oh, yeah. And that was probably going to be a Kangaskhan. Pre-Evo. It is confirmed in the games, and you believe in the anime that they devolve? What do you mean confirmed in the games? In a Pokedex, you believe, either Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, Platinum? Interesting. You have decided to make a ROM hack with only unused/scrapped Pokemon. Are there actually that many scrapped Pokemon? I thought there would be less than 50 or so. Beta, Mudkip, and Cyndaquil. You're almost finished with your game? Nice, Dino. You keep uploading like 10 videos a day? Is that good? I don't know. Are they good videos? It's only a good thing if you're improving something each video. If it's just 10 videos for the sake of 10 videos, then it's probably not a good thing. Because I could like turn my streams into 10 videos and upload them, but are they going to be good? No. And what I mean by that is I could do like Opus Clip or something and have AI create shorts for me. But I don't think shiny hunting streams have very many clippable moments. So like, could I do 10 videos a day? Absolutely. It's just, they're not going to be great because I'm not improving upon something each video. AI where you shall burn it. But to be fair though, the main channel does have some clips that were generated with the help of AI for sure. It is extremely useful in figuring out where moments are in the stream without watching through the entire stream that you can then tweak and refine as a effort, because it'll give you potential timestamps. That's a hugely valuable tool. But then you go in and do the work and make it a quality clip. Because, yeah, it does take an immense amount of time to sift through a stream and look for examples where 60 seconds to 3 minutes makes a cohesive, coherent thought. Oh yeah, making sprites would be a pain. What was that? Okay, just fair warning. We got like 5 minutes left on the stream. The wife is going to want to go to bed. Do I know what would be really scary if real? Loads of things. And no, McLarana, I have not tried RNG manipulation on anything other than Emerald and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and what a freaking nightmare that one was. I tried to RNG manipulate a shaman, and it was horrendous. Welcome, Sashu. This is Pokemon Leaf Green, semi-newish. Recently new, but well-loved in the past. The plot from Fate of the Furious. That sounds super familiar, but I don't know why. You know what kind of vibe today has overall given off to me? Like a long summer night, midnight walk vibe, but also simultaneously just vibing to music laying on the floor, eyes closed, just sprawled out on the floor, doing nothing but vibing. That's what I feel like doing. The window open vibe. Count Limbo, absolutely. You got it. You get it. I have eaten at the Taco Bell before. And Taco Time. This will be our last encounter. And it is not shiny. But we'll see you all tomorrow. Same time. And we will pick up where we left off and do some more shiny hunting then.